Hi there and welcome back to the channel. And we are on a very exciting job today because I am changing out the seats in the Capri. I'm taking out these old Mamba seats, but mainly they're too small for me because these pockets here where the 4-point harness comes through, because this car has got 4-point harnesses, these pockets are way too low for my shoulders. So when I'm sat in it, it's basically pulling me down into the seat, and it makes it very uncomfortable after an hour or two's driving of this thing, when I've done a couple of those journeys. And when I get out at the other end, it's a little bit, you feel it basically. Plus as well, the padding on the inside of the seat in the bucket itself down here, this part here, when you're being forced down into it and you're bouncing along the road and everything, your blooming pelvis, then I'll feel it, or mine does at least. So yeah, I'm changing them out, and this is what I've gone for. These are Cobra RSR Classic seats. Now, I've done a fair amount of fitting and trying out and trialing, and I started off with these ones in the shop, and I thought these are the ones. I tried everything else and I kept coming back to these, and it finally did dawn on me that the first one I picked, as in this type, they're the ones I need. They're nice and tall. They've got a much taller back. There's no pockets for the 4-point harness. That comes over the top underneath the headrest here. The headrest is adjustable, goes up and down, and so it will be, and it's the right height for my shoulders. So my shoulders are nicely supported in the top of the seat, as is my main torso in my body. But also these are inspired by the Ford racing cars of the 70s, and as this is a Ford car of the 70s and it is got racing history, albeit in the 2000s, I thought these would be better than a much more modern rally seat stroke racing seat. So this is what I've gone for. They're good period look, they're nice and comfy, not masses of padding, but none of these things really are. They don't recline, but I can move them backwards and forwards on the frames that I've got. So I'm really excited to get them in and see what they look like. So without further ado, let's get them on. Interestingly, on the front of the seat, it's held in with quarter UNF bolts. Really tiny. So I'm going to upgrade those a little bit. On the back, they've got 13mm actually, but yeah, so I'm going to change them out, the front ones. So that's what we got in the back. They're just 13mm. So standard 8.8. Probably could go high tensile a bit higher, maybe 10.9s, but at the moment I've got 8.8s. That's all I need just for now. So it's loose and it's free. I've already taken the passenger side out, as you probably saw. Let's get these out and see if we can make the other ones fit. So the seat frames that I've got that are on the base of these old bucket seats, the two runners, this one and this one, they're original Ford Capri, and they would have been bolted to the bottom of the original seats, which I've still got. And then these have been modified to fit the bottom of the bucket seats. So the hole centers for the bucket seats are 29 across by 33 down, and these two flat plates are welded across these two runners, drilled to suit the bucket seat, bolted in, and then we pick up the original fixings on the floor of the Capri using the original runners. And luckily on the new seats, even though you can't see them because they're under here, the centers for the holes are exactly the same as the seat centers on the old bucket seats. So 29 across, 33 down, 33 that way, 29 that way. So literally it is a case of straight swap. Now for future use for this car is going to be a little bit more than road use, and I'm going to be doing some kind of strengthening on this at some point in the future. But for now I just want comfortable seats which I can just use on the road and which are safe, hence why I'm going to put on the bigger screws at the front, because these holes are good enough for 1/2 inch screws, 13mm, and yet the screws that are in a quarter UNF, which would have been original, but yeah, I'm going to make those a bit stronger. Back ones are alright, they've already been drilled out to suit But yeah, basically we just got to put these seat frames, the one on the other end, on these two seats and bolt them in. It's as simple as that. No modification, no fabrication today at least. So let's get to it. Bit too close for a socket. So unfortunately it's an open-ended job. Hopefully who's done it before, I haven't cross-threaded them and I've got to mess around, but I think I'm okay. They're all coming loose, that's good. That's the only one that will take a socket. That's the trouble with home modified stuff. It's sometimes a little bit problematic. That's the frame off, that's good. And the other trouble with home DIY is using the wrong size spring washers for the bolts that you've got. That is clearly a farm job where you've got some spring washers but they're the wrong diameter for the bolts, so that's no good. So I've got some correct ones that actually fit the bolts and actually do the job of being a spring washer, because that does not do the job of being a spring washer. That's a bit silly, that. Right, I've got to find the holes, which are here somewhere, and cut a hole in the material. Right, it's easy as that. Let's bolt them in. They're in. Nice and tight, tighter than they were actually. Just give this mechanism a bit of an oil so they slide nice and easy and not too dry, and then they can go straight in the car. Fantastic. So under the floor there is, even though these are 1/4 inch UNF originals, there are captive nuts which they screw in, which those original screws screw into under the floor, and that is standard factory. But the nuts, I've drilled the nuts through to accept an 8mm tap, and the nuts are actually bigger than, I think they're 1/2 inch, at least 1/2 inch, the nut itself. So it's not like it's a 1/4 inch nut, it's actually a size big enough to take the 8mm thread without any worries really, to be honest. So, but what I might do is I might put screw through with the new bolt, and then possibly have a nut on the other side of that nut that's welded in there, just to be belt and braces. So I'm just cutting a thread, I'm just starting it off, just making sure it's nice and straight. And then when you're cutting a thread, if you don't already know, don't just keep going and going, because you'll end up breaking the tap off in the hole, and then you're in a big world of pain, because taps are extremely hard to drill out. In fact, they're virtually impossible to drill out unless you've got the right gear. So you have to go maybe 1/2 a turn and then turn back 1/4 just to break the chip in the thread as you're cutting it, otherwise the tap will jam and you'll be stuck with a broken tap, and you don't want that, and you definitely don't want it going in wonky either. So always check that it's going in straight. And at the moment it looks like it is, but always, once it starts to get a bit tight, back it off, break the chip, start again. And you can't take this too quick, you just can't do it too fast, because if you do, you'll end up in trouble. So a bit of patience and it will all come good. That's nearly through. There we go. There's no resistance now. It's just cutting the what's falling out the bottom, I would imagine, and it's not jamming up. There we go, through. Just check it. And we're in. So that's uprated the front bolts, which is really good news. Now these are 8.8 tensile strength. For seats you probably need at least 8.8, possibly 10.9s. And that's probably what I'm going to do in the future when I uprate everything on this car, to take a little bit more of a pounding, should we say. But for now, that is good enough, so I'm happy. There we go. Nice and tight. So I ain't going to come out anytime soon. Would you believe it? That is an absolute bodge. Never do this, kids. If you're going to put spring washers on, put the right size for the right size thread, because that spring washer is doing absolutely naff all. That is dangerous. Bodge job of the highest order. Get the right spring washer. It's pointless, it's not doing anything. Dear oh Lord. Well, they certainly look the part. They really suit the car. Very, very happy with that. Nice eyelets in the seat there, give us a bit of breathing space for sweaty, horrible journeys. So I think that works. Certainly the look works. Happy with that, definitely. Let's try them for size. Well, they don't pull me down into the seat like the old ones did, because the straps come straight from the back parcel shelf right over the tops of my shoulders. Get them nice and straight. There you go. Much more comfortable seat. Yeah, they're slightly too far forward, but I'm going to have to probably try them out and see. A bit too high really. I need to sort of come back. I've got long legs, so it might be a good idea. The old seats were slightly further back with the mounting bolts in the bottom, but we'll have to see. Long journeys, it might be a bit of a problem having my knees up like this. Might have to straighten my legs out a touch. Let me see how it goes. So very happy that I've got new seats in the Capri. Hopefully they'll be more comfortable and much better ride for long journeys, which is the whole point, and not doing my spine in and squashing me down all the time with the belts. So I think that's a good result, and we're going to give them a go over the summer, what's left of it. We've got all of August and September with a couple of things that we're doing with the car. So and a couple of those are going to be long journeys. So hopefully it will work out comfort wise and be much better than the old ones. So if you enjoyed the video, click the like button, subscribe to our channel to keep up with what we're doing with this car. It's a very slow progress project, but we're basically doing bits and pieces as we go along, uprating car, making it a bit stronger here and there, because we've got some plans in mind for it for the future. If you'd like to keep up with that, then check the playlist for the car. And as I say, if you subscribe, then you'll get the notification when the videos come out for it, or anything else that we do on our channel, whether it be Jaguars, Land Rovers, other classic cars, or tractors and steam, so we do those as well. So yeah, until the next time, take care and bye for now. Thanks for watching.